Alright, so I want to show you guys how to create a Caustic Arrow bow. So for the Caustic Arrow bow, you're going to want three things. You're going to want attack speed, a bunch of elemental damage, because you're going to use a tincture that allows all damage types to poison, and then you're going to want damage over time, multipliers, whatever. So for the base, we're going to want an attack speed base. So the cheapest option is going to be your short bows, then your grove bows, but the best option will be thicket bow. I'd get one. I don't know if item level really matters that much. I would just look for something in the 80s. Set the quality to 20% with your blacksmiths. And then you're going to be shopping for a base that has a fractured elemental damage. So it doesn't matter which one. Any of them's fine. We'll go for fire. Go tier 1. And just modify this based on your budget. Tier 1 obviously is the best option. You can go down to tier 2, tier 3. I wouldn't go lower than that. So once you have your base, you're going to want to make sure it's rare. So you're going to use a Regal Orb if it's magic. And then the first step in the process is going to be essence spamming. So get one of the damage types that's not already on your bow. So if you have fire damage, get either Wrath or Hatred. We'll go Hatred. Again, the tier is up to your budget. I wouldn't go lower than 3. We'll do tier 1 just because this is Path of Exile. And we're going to spam this until we have lightning on top of our cold and fire. Okay, so we got tier 3. We're just going to end here, and we'll go to the next step. So now that you have all 3 prefixes, you're going to want to empty out your suffixes. So to do this, first of all, you're going to need an open suffix. If your suffixes are full, you're just going to have to put in an element orb on it and hope you don't hit a prefix. If you hit a prefix, you're going to have to essence spam again. So we're going to do prefixes cannot be changed on the bench. And now we're going to scour. That's going to take off all of the suffixes, but leave our prefixes. The next step is to craft prefixes can't be changed again. And then you have 2 options. The first option is to use a Veiled Chaos Orb. That will randomize your suffixes and give you a Veiled modifier. Now, if you want to spend a little more money, you can do an Ashling, and that'll be maybe a bit more bang for your buck. It's up to you which one you want to do. If you do Ashling, you're going to have to either farm Ashling yourself or give this to someone through TFT to do it for you. But that's up to you. So we're going to go ahead and do an Ashling. So before we unveil, we want to craft any of these damage per charge bench crafts. That's going to give us the highest chance of when we unveil to get something that we want. So I'm just going to do the first one here. And now we unveil. So we got nothing that we want. If that happens, just pick one of them. And you're going to go ahead and clean your suffixes again. So prefixes can't be changed. Scour. Craft again. This time, let's just do a Veiled Chaos Orb so you can see the difference. So with this, it went ahead and gave us another suffix. So we have less freedom on what we're going to do with the bow, but it didn't fill up the suffixes, so not that bad. You do run the risk of filling the suffixes with the orb, and that can be bad, but we're going to unveil. Okay, so this looks a little better. The attack speed with a nearby rare unique enemy. I mean, it's not the best, but you're going to have a lot of rare enemies nearby for your Caustic Arrow anyway. So let's say this is good. We're happy with this. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to craft some overtime multiplier on the bench. And then you're done. So this bow should do you quite well.